crazy.
Stupid. Sketchy.
Uncontrollable. Depressed.
Dirty. Reckless.
What words would you use to describe a drug addict? A simple Google image search shows us how dangerous drug addiction can be. But when our perceptions are shaped by what we see and what we hear, when society so harshly stereotypes drug addicts, we easily become blind to the reality of drug addiction. But we cannot lose sight. We must let go of the idea that drug addicts are bad people. We must be there. We must help.
I do have a lot of experience helping people through their addiction.
Speaking with individuals who have first-hand knowledge of addiction can help us truly see drug abusers, not as convicts and lowlives, but as people. Leonel Estrada is a health and wellness teacher who grew up in Manhattan, Central Falls, and Providence. He has witnessed people he is close with become drug abusers and shares his insight with us today.
I have a friend who used pain medication to get through a medical condition. She started to abuse the treatment. Prior to all this, she is a professional. She graduated from college. She has her degree and she has a career that she presently has. She has 2 children. She's married. And this is who she is, right? But medically, she started taking this medication and got addicted to it, started abusing it, and she started to lose control of herself. Never stopped being a mom. She never stopped being a professional. She didn't lose control of her career, but her health was deteriorating, and it was affecting her. It didn't make her a bad person. She didn't neglect her children. She didn't leave them. She continued to be the best mom possible. She was always dedicated to making sure they got to school and that they had clothes and that they were fed. So she continued her life, but she was an addict. And she had to go into treatment. She had to go through rehab and a detox. And then after she started to wake up. She really started to see and feel the difference of what it's like to be addicted and what it's like to live that healthy lifestyle. Going on 2 years clean without using any drugs. She spends a lot of time with her family, a lot of time with her friends. She still has her job and actually has become very successful. She's picking up clients and she's building on her own business. So she was an addict. Didn't do anything, so to say, that was like that would fit the character of a bad person, or you know what I mean, or somebody that's abusive to other people or anything like that. So that's just one instance of why I think not all addicts are bad people.
Rebecca Young, a licensed mental health counselor with her master's degree, also shares the reality of drug addiction. She explains how certain situations can lead people to abuse drugs and how challenging it is to overcome addiction. Most importantly, she explains how abusing drugs does not make someone a bad person.
It's hard to get out because, right, so the younger you start, the more impressionable your brain is to recognize. So if you're using drugs, if you're bored, or if you think that, well, when I use, well, I'm fun, people tell me I'm fun, that's you kind of creating a bridge between using substances and being fun at a party. Over time, it becomes like an automatic thought that you have, and it's a belief that you have. But a lot of people have a hard time feeling uncomfortable. People think glass half empty all the time, and they figure, what do I have to lose, right? So you'll start to use more and more, and then once you become addicted, yeah, it's really difficult because you have to change depending on what you're addicted to, your physical response to the substance, but also your mental response to the substance. A lot of times, to be successful in beating substance abuse and be a person in recovery and staying recovered, is kind of changing your lifestyle, and you have to be able to kind of work through the tricky part of being vulnerable. I wouldn't say they're bad people. I always say that everyone's a good person for the most part, but that people are human beings, and sometimes we make bad decisions, and sometimes the decisions that we make can be more or less impactful depending on the severity of the decisions that you're making. So, you know, hopefully people learn, hopefully people think before they do things, but a lot of times we don't. We're kind of emotionally reactive beings.
It is critical that we do not make assumptions about drug abusers. We must have compassion for them and release the stigmas that they are bad people. Everyone is deserving of love. We must make this fact a reality.